across the different year bands by every 5 years to see how we rate and compare. As you can see, we're in a relatively good place in year 1, sitting at number 2 in the region, and it's kind of hard to compete with the number 1 in most years, which is Nelson County, who's won in most areas across the board. So I think that's been beneficial, but you do see that as we move toward the middle portion of the scale, getting into years 15 through 25 and so forth, we begin to fall behind in how we're rated regionally. There are some areas there that we're not terribly far behind if we were to bump up 1 slot. For example, if you look at year
all
10.
that goes to this very fact, right? We're losing our quality teachers because we're not paying them. And you say it's a priority. I think it's great to say it's a priority, but it really becomes a priority when you start putting things in place to take care of it, right? When you start putting it in the budget, that demonstrates it's a priority. And so those are the type of things that, again, I'm going to be a huge proponent of taking care of our staff, because as Ms. Hunter said, once we get a quality teacher trained, we save a lot of money in the long run by keeping them, and we becoming a better school division because our teachers are able to better meet the needs of our students. How we do that, right, to get the biggest bang for whatever money we put in. So I would love to maybe see some recommendations from you guys on where strategically we can target increases to meet those demands, to keep those teachers. So if we're losing teachers after we've trained them for 5 years and then they're leaving, maybe 5 to 10, 5 to somewhere in that range, we need to certainly
don't want to, but we gotta have certain things, right? And do we need that new coat of paint today, or can we do it next year? But we need to retain those teachers. We need what our children need to succeed. That's where it has to go. But we can't get them on a school bus without a transmission. We can't have them sit in the classroom with roof leaks.